Hello everyone, this is Brian with Zimco Survival, and I'm going to do another review for you guys. And the reason I'm doing so many reviews is I'm actually in the process of setting up my arrowhead series of videos where I'm going to show you guys how to make different arrowheads out of different materials for different things like fish, large game, small game, etc. So while I'm in the process of getting the initial ones made so that I can show you guys, then demonstrate how to make it, I'm going to go ahead and do this bunch of reviews for you guys, and this is one of the items I'm going to review. Now, those of you who have been into bushcrafting and survival before know exactly what this is and probably own one yourself. This is the Stanley small cooking kit. Basically, it's primarily for making teas and broths, things like that, boiling water. It's not so much a cooking kit as it is a tea kit. However, you can certainly cook in this if you need to. Again, like any Stanley product, I personally love their company. I love the quality of their equipment, and they just don't change it. You don't change what isn't broken, right? So the way this works is very simple. This is a 20-ounce container. As you can see, it's marked down the side. These markings are also visible inside the pot, making it very, very easy for you to get this actually to the right level. As you can see, they do not go all the way up to the rim. That's because when you are cooking this on a fire or a stove, anything like that, you don't want the water boiling out. It's almost impossible to get this thing level. So most of the time you're gonna, it might be sitting like this or like that, just depends. So having that little bit of extra room there, they did on purpose so that you wouldn't have to worry about boiling water pouring out of your pot. As with any Stanley cooking kit, the handle here is what locks the lid down. Okay, you open the handle, slide this little bar here down like this to lock it. Once it's locked, it's not coming out. You have a nice high quality plastic, I believe, handle right here that won't get hot, so you don't have to worry about burning your fingers. It's big enough that you can pretty easily grab onto it. The lid has vent holes here and one hole here, and I'll get to that in just a minute, why they actually added the one down there. Inside, now this is the two-person model. Inside you have two 10-ounce cups. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little line right about there, alright, to tell you when you've hit the 10-ounce mark. These are double-walled cups, so they'll actually help keep things warmer or cool depending on what you put in here. They're also very, very heat resistant, so if you pour coffee in here or hot tea like pine needle tea, which is a very popular type of tea with bushcrafters, you're not going to burn your hand with this cup. Now, I made pine needle tea a bit, it's kind of a thing, but I haven't had any problems with this cup getting hot after I poured it in, which is why I particularly like this instead of the standard kind of stainless steel single wall cups. So a lot of people take these out. They don't particularly weigh a lot in my opinion, but a lot of people take them out in order to strip down some weight. You can if you want to. There's nothing saying you can't, but I personally like having them because in my opinion they're very high quality and they hold 10 ounces, so it's more than enough. And I have two of them, so because my wife and I bug out, or planning to, if anything ever happens, I like having a spare, at the least a spare, because you never know what's going to happen. And in survival, there's a number of different terms, the law of threes, etc., etc. Well, there's another one called 2 is 1 and 1 is none, essentially, because you can never rely on something completely. So having a backup is always good. I like the fact that I have two. My wife carries one in her bag as well, so that gives us 4 cups and 2 actual cooking kits, which means if anything happened to one, I still have one left. Now, as far as the quality of this is, very high quality stainless steel. Haven't had any problems with it. It's not aluminum, so it's not going to be ultra light. but as far as quality goes, I have no doubt in my mind that I can take this and pass it down to my grandchildren. Not just my children, but my grandchildren. As long as you take care of this, it'll take care of you. And cooking equipment is, in my opinion, one of the most vital things you keep in your bag other than fire equipment and shelter. Because without this stuff, boiling water, not going to happen. The whole process of boiling water, if you don't bring the right supplies, is a real issue. Being able to cook your food more easily, being able to make different types of food like stews and soups, very good. Bone broths, very healthy for you, phenomenal. Lets you use every part of the animal. Just having the right kind of cooking equipment is, in my opinion, worth the space and the weight. And for that, I think Stanley cooking equipment is by far the best. Now, you can carry just this if you want to, and not carry the actual cooking kit, which I did the review on here a while ago. But I carry both because this gives me my cups and something I can use to make tea while I'm actually cooking in my other set. And the benefit is that set also has the bowls. Same as these, just bowls. So, as well as lids. So just keep that in mind. I personally would recommend getting both of these if you're going to have a long-term bug-out bag like I do. If you have a 3-day bag, a 72-hour bag, or a get-home bag, this is perfectly fine. If you decide you're actually going to carry food that you cook, which I recommend that you do. If you want to know more about my opinions on food, go ahead and watch the Daytrex rations review or watch my survival food options review. I'll go into more detail about different types of food and why I think certain types of food should be included and certain types shouldn't. So this right here, very good, very valuable, and I love the fact that they actually went and thought this through a little bit and added that little hole right up there at the top. And let me explain why. Those little holes, that's why I say this is designed more as a teapot. These are for straining. This hole right up here allows for air to escape while you're straining it to give a smooth pour. The way this works is you pull it out of the fire like this with the handle, put your fingers there, and just pour into your cup. Okay? Because this doesn't get hot, you don't have to worry about it. You can leave the lid on the whole time. Not going to be an issue. I love the fact that they included that, so I'm not picking pieces of pine needles and stuff out of my tea. Just a neat little observation they made that they went ahead and included, which I appreciate. In order to close the handle, you just open that up, squeeze in like this, and fold it up. There you go. Everything's secure. It's not going to come out. So, definitely something I would look at. I believe that I paid $15 for this at Walmart, so it's cheap. It comes with everything you need in it, and like I said, I think I'm going to be able to pass this down to my grandchildren. So, as long as you maintain it and keep it in good condition, it'll last forever. But, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you have anything that you would like to tell me about this, or maybe have another cooking kit that you think is just as good and would like for me to do a review on that, please let me know. Just go ahead and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Please have a great day. And as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.